И всем привет! Мы продолжаем проходить GreedFall. У нас сегодня на повестке дня завершение квестов Петруса. Хотя вроде бы мы как его завершили. Или нет? Не-не-не. Надо на поединок будет сходить. Да, завершение квеста Петруса. Отчет по выполненному квесту на лесопилке. И, скорее всего, дальше уже нас ждет сюжет. Так, здесь мы не пройдем, я вспомнил. Лучше снаружи обойдем.
Your Excellency, I was told you'd returned with prisoners.
Yes. Lieutenant Ermelind organized the slave trade on behalf of the organization I told you about. Her men captured natives who were then sold here or smuggled to the mainland. We also found out that they commandeered a Naut ship to speed things up.
What madness. I guess Manfred will want to have her questioned. Lieutenant Alexander, you will accompany her with some men.
Quartermaster, at your orders.
And you, Sergeant. I understand that you participated in the despicable actions of this traitor.
It's true, Quartermaster.
I recommend clemency. Without his help, we would not have discovered what this was about.
I see. You will accompany Lieutenant Alexander. Manfred would like to talk to you, but I will make sure that he knows what role you played in this case.
Thank you, Quartermaster.
Well, I'll let you get on, sirs.
Thank you very much for your help, Your Excellency. Travel safe.
Да, пожалуйста.
Things seem to be in order here now. We should go and warn Manfred.
Давай Петрусу задание завершим, оно здесь делается, тем более. Тем более оно делается здесь. Мне еще, кстати, 2 часа надо ждать. Так, ну тогда идем в резиденцию и спим. Тут все это время был выход напрямую. Вот так вот. А я кургаля наматывал. Какие-то непонятные номера мне названивают. Так, ну давай, битва с чемпионом.
Ah, there you are. I was told you'd be taking on one of our old champions. Are you ready for the fight? Beware. Contrary to the challenges, this combat must be fought alone. Your friends must remain in the stands.
Yes, I am
Ну,
ready.
наваляем этому чемпиону.
Jump into the arena, and may the better fighter win.
Ой, он неплох. Но у меня есть ствол. Огнестрел победил.
What a brilliant spectacle. Congratulations on your victory.
Thank you. It wasn't easy.
Да это было легко, не придуривайся.
You've earned them.
Bravo! A glorious victory, which is made all the sweeter by double compensation.
I don't believe I've ever seen you happier. The thought of holding something over Cornelius seems to do you wonders.
That is true. Politics is an extremely subtle game, and just as satisfying as fighting in an arena.
I imagine we need to go and see her now.
Yes, and I hope you will enjoy the moment every bit as much as I will.
Так. Что-то я во все улыбьюсь. Личный квест спутника заключается в том, чтобы шантажировать наместника города. Вот так вот, да еще и самого святого спутника. Так.
Lord de Sardet. And you, Petrus. What can I do for you?
We have come to offer our support. We have learned that the arena was cruel to you.
How do you know that? Oh, I see. You tricked my informer.
Will you just let him believe that I would lose?
All I did was take the place of your moneylender. You owe me a handsome sum.
All of this just to make me spill the beans, am I right? I didn't expect you to play this kind of game, Your Excellency. It is true, though, that with such a teacher...
Oh, come on, Cornelia. You excel at this game.
It's true. And I also know when to admit defeat. What do you want from me?
We won't use what we know of you, nor what you owe us, so long as you act loyally towards the congregation and Constantine. Is that clear?
Is that what you're expecting? Ah, but I'm sure that this sly old fox has something else in mind, right? You hope that I'll support you when you court the rank of cardinal. You haven't learnt your lesson then. Have you forgotten the abyss into which you plunged because of your ambition last time?
Petrus, what is she talking about?
Cornelia, you don't have the right to use that against me, to disclose what I revealed to you that day.
It was said under the seal of the Enlightened, it's true. But if someone deserves to know, it's him.
No, please.
Since you have no intention of speaking, I will. Petrus knew your mother, child.
Так его.
Your real mother.
Сейчас спросим.
Petrus, is this true? How?
Be damned, Cornelia. It's true. I knew your mother. I used to go to the jail to give my spiritual support to the prisoners of the Prince d'Orsay. That's where I met her. She was alone, afraid, and exhausted. And so strange. Obviously, I had no way of knowing that she came from here. The princes kept their secret well.
Why didn't you tell me about it? You knew that my uncle lied to me and you kept quiet.
I was ashamed. Ashamed of having left her to die in that dead-end pit. Completely alone.
Why talk to others about it then? Why does she know?
One evening, in a fit of despair, Petrus felt the need to share this great burden with
А
someone.
потом шантажировать того, кто знает эту
You
тайну.
were the ear of the enlightened, Cornelia. You have broken your vows. Ah, damnation. It's better out in the open. I've wanted to tell you about it since I met you. Now that you know, I want to do something in her memory. I will help you find your family here on the island. The prince sent you here to use you. but I can ensure that all of this serves a purpose.
How could I possibly believe you now? You have used me for your scheming and kept me in the dark.
I understand how you feel, my child. Let's wait a little, until you've taken it all in. Time heals the wounds of the soul. Come back and see me when you are ready. As for you, Cornelia, remember what we have on you. You no longer have the upper hand.
Be careful, Desade. You now see the real Petrus, sly and opportunistic.
И насрать, я Петрусу, в принципе, все равно верю. Знал, не знал, и что с того? Что бы это изменило? Ничего. Так, что по заданиям? Пойдем.
My dear child, what can I do for you?
What was your role at my uncle's court? Were you already
Меня это спрашивал.
But Talene was hoping to... I tried to teach you some of the base that you were so young. You preferred to run around the halls with...
I'll see you later, father.
Да, он мне все-таки ничего не говорит. Видимо, это задание будет в будущем, когда по сюжету продвинемся.
Hello, Your Excellency. What can I do for you?
I was able to clarify the story about the ship, and we arrested the person in charge.
I've already been told all this. Lieutenant Alexander came before you did. He told me the whole thing, and he didn't fail to tell me everything we owe you. I have already sent a letter to the Admiral explaining what happened and offering reparations. I hope she will forgive us. Anyway, I thank you very much. Once again, you have worked wonders, Your Excellency.
Я кидал гранаты и
He couldn't have done
шмалял.
anything without Sergeant Franz. He showed admirable courage. I imagine he's joined your forces.
That doesn't ring a bell. I don't think a sergeant by that name is stationed here.
Strange. It seemed to me that Quartermaster Herbert told him to come and find you.
Well, perhaps he changed his mind. With this business going on, he must be sorely lacking in men. Anyway, know that our investigation has finally paid off. Lieutenant Alexander arrested many criminals with information obtained from prisoners. You should go find him. He's with Captain Ulrich.
Captain Ulrich?
The highest-ranking captain in the garrison. He's an old man who is not often found in the field, but faced with such a scandal, he had to intervene personally.
Thank you, Manfred. I'll go find them.
Куда-то Франц подевался тогда. Так, слушай, не-не-не, по-моему, здесь. Только этажом выше.
This arrest is good news. Let's find the
Ah, Your Excellency. I was talking about your exploits to Captain Ulrich.
Your Excellency. Captain, Lieutenant. Quartermaster Manfred informed me that you had made several arrests.
Indeed. Lieutenant Ermelind confessed, which enabled us to flush out most of the gang.
I can't quite believe that all the arrested men are involved in this case. I know many of them, and could have sworn they were honorable people.
I'm sorry, Captain. I understand. It's a shock. We were all sure that our comrades would never be involved in this kind of thing.
Will you continue the investigation?
Of course. We can't stop our research until we've completely dismantled this organization.
Lieutenant Alexander was asking me to transfer him to New Serene, to be a part of the investigation there.
To manage it, if you allow it, my captain. I was honored to participate in the interrogations of Lieutenant Ermelind, and to be able to arrest all these criminals. I would not want to leave things half-finished.
As I told you, Lieutenant, I can't approve the transfer of an officer from another garrison. I must refer to the commander.
In any case, we're most grateful for your help. But we can now bring this investigation to an end without you.
I see. What goes on in the Guard is the Guard's own business.
It's a bit like that, yes. We can't let the actions of a small group compromise the reputation of the whole Guard.
You forget, once again, that you have not
Душный
yet
дед, чё он
obtained
стоит
your
кряхтит
transfer,
здесь? Чё он не
Lieutenant. In the
на
meantime,
посту?
please be dismissed.
At your orders, Captain. Goodbye, Your Excellency.
This brazen lieutenant is bordering on insubordination.
I'm sorry you had to hear this call to order. This lieutenant is inclined to forget who he's speaking to.
It must be the enthusiasm of youth.
It's possible. In any case, and contrary to what he said, we will still need your help.
Why's that?
Lieutenant Alexander claims that Ermelin's confession allowed him to arrest all these men. But I attended one of these interrogations, and all she talked about was a secret camp. The one in which Torsten's recruits received their special instruction for the coup d'etat.
A place I remember all too well.
I'm sure, Kurt. And I'm sorry for that.
Так чё, Александр Эгон, что ли?
This place was taken back and used by the criminal organization. But our lieutenant did not mention it, which surprised me, and led me to doubt his sincerity. Perhaps Alexander failed to report it to increase his prestige later.
But he could have another motive. So you would like us to go there?
Indeed. And I'd like to accompany you. I am no longer a field officer, but I still know how to hold my
Ну,
own.
блин, а может душный
And I
дед и
want
норм?
to see this case with my own
Может,
eyes.
Александр Эгон
You know the place,
гладко врал?
so you will be my guide.
Very well, Captain. You can count on me.
Thank you, Your Excellency. I will get going right away. Will you come with me?
Да, пошли.
Yes, I'm ready. Let's hurry.
We're almost there.
How would you like to proceed, Captain?
By the book. We'll go through the whole camp, neutralizing any threat.
Так, а куда идти-то? В какую сторону? А, вон туда. Ну, пошли, пошли.
It's blocked.
Useless. They barricaded themselves inside.
А, это союзник. Этот дед, ну просто в такой же форме. А я долблю его стою. Ну хорошо, что френдли файра нет тогда.
this battle.
To my help! To the others! Things are about to get dicey!
Левел ап.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle.
To my help! And death to the others!
Трупы до сих пор не убрали. Все ясно.
Lieutenant Klaus, so you are part of this disgusting plot.
Lay down your weapons, Lieutenant. Any resistance is futile. Your troops have been decimated.
I will not surrender, Your Excellency. Death is sweeter than the price of treason.
If you speak, we will be lenient.
You, maybe, but Egon, I doubt it. Farewell.
He's poisoned.
The plague. I'd have liked to have questioned that traitor.
Интересно. Выносливость нужно побольше. Работа новой серии не решит прекратить. Многие из наших арестованных или убитых, руководящий лейтенант погиб, но нас не выдал. Интендант Мэнфорд обратился к кому-то из содружества, кажется, комиссару. И торговцы нас сдали. Что будем делать? Ждем дальнейших распоряжений. Большим сожалением сообщаю, что нам не удалось выполнить обязательства по заготовке островитян, по доставке островитян. Нас вернули реквизированный нами корабль и сорвали операцию. Сверяю вас, что мы делаем все возможное. Эгон, работа в Химите уже прервать из-за вмешательства эмиссара Содружества. После того, как капитана Людвига арестовали, наместник Бурхан приказал нам залечь на дно. Мы ничего не смогли поделать. Людвигу следовало быть осмотрительнее. Ждем дальнейших распоряжений.
We must go to the office of the leader of these criminals.
We could study the handwriting to find out who's behind this pseudonym.
И Александра теперь. Все-таки, походу, все они втроем были замешаны. Кто-то мне подсказывает, что это так. Недаром он какую-то фигню, инфу тильтовую сливает. Абсолютно неправильную. Так. Да я устал ходить туда-сюда по этим маркерам, лгунам, блин. Марку говна, ни хрена не отправляют куда надо. Ах ты тварь. Было бы смешно, если бы Эгон это Петрус. Вот это был бы топ. Фиолетовая кираса, монетный страж. Ой, ё-моё, ну как же, наверное, там... Так.
It looks like poison.
Список имен, написанный рукой Эгона. Капитан Ульрик, эмиссар де Сарде, интендант Манфред, интендант Герберт. Имя сержанта Франца было вписано, но зачеркнуто. Немедленно избавиться от следующих лиц, создающих препятствия в нашей работе. Ну, это Александр.
Talks about eliminating the witnesses to the case.
Manfred and us are definitely on that list.
А вот этого нет, Александра. Так что, в принципе, я думаю, ясно, где Франц. В канаве какой-нибудь. О, Франц, малыш, это ты.
Sergeant Franz. Oh, poor man. He paid dearly for the help he gave us.
He was beaten to death.
Quartermaster Herbert ordered him to accompany Lieutenant Alexander.
Ну, вот Александр, все ясно.
But he never made it to New
В итоге
Spain.
все трое были
I was sure
предателями.
that the lieutenant was not genuine. He must be involved.
Да, жалко, конечно.
We did a good job, Your Excellency. Egon will never come back from a hit like this.
Certainly. But we know that there are still criminals amongst your troops, including their leader.
We know that Lieutenant Alexander is involved in all this. The sergeant's body, and the fact that he didn't tell us about this camp, are telltale signs. Perhaps he will be able to provide us with a lead. Otherwise, we still have these letters.
Remember that we are targets. Just like Manfred, we will have to stay alert.
You're right. Let's get back to New Serene as soon as possible. You'll hand over the evidence to Quartermaster Manfred and assure yourself of his safety. I will go and ask our insolent lieutenant for an explanation.
Давай, набей ему хлебало. Абсолютно поддерживаю тебя. Решение в корне верное. Так. Я бы вообще вместе ушел, но, к сожалению, он убежал, видимо, без меня. Хотя вроде бы как идем в одно место. Ну ладно. Дед шустрый оказался слишком. Погоди. Ага. Ага. Они все в золотых шмотках, я хожу в синих зеленых. О, поручение выполнилось. А за награды куда приходить? Ну, я понял, они, походу, автоматом выполняются. Так. А мне что-нибудь положили сюда? Ловкость 5 из поддона. Не, пока не положили. Я думал, мне еще что-нибудь подарит. Пойдем предупредим Манфреда. Блин, так быстрее будет.
Your Excellency, I wasn't sure I'd see you alive again.
How did you know we were here? Did the captain tell you?
He was arrested while coming back here. Lieutenant Alexander said he was finally reported by his accomplices.
That lieutenant has some nerve. We know he's involved. We found the body of the sergeant who was to accompany him here. He got rid of him to punish him for helping us, or to stop him from revealing more. We also found this document saying that everyone who knows about the case should be eliminated. You're in danger. And they've already found a way to get rid of the captain.
Most of the men who are loyal to him are in jail. I can't do anything without help. I've been trying to get the commander. If anybody can restore order to all of this, she can.
Here, take this evidence and show it to her.
Вот угарился она, Эгон.
In there that clearly indicates who Egon
Да, Александр это.
The recent actions of Lieutenant Alexander suggest that he is the brains behind this operation. And we only have to compare his handwriting with these letters to be sure.
I'm going
А
to
если
tell
он
the commander.
догадывается и пишет специально другим почерком?
I'm afraid he'll get rid of the captain.
Типа каллиграфически выводит каждую букву. Так ведь сложно, по идее, будет догадаться, да? 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 Я просто не специалист.
Your Excellency! What a joy to see you again. We finally stopped Egon. The captain will be happy.
Naturally. And that is why you are surrounded by the men I apprehended. We visited your secret camp and found the body of poor Sergeant Franz, who in spite of his death, continues to betray you. You are a member of this organization, Lieutenant. And when we compare your handwriting to the letters we have seized, it wouldn't surprise me to discover that Egon is none other than you.
We prepared a discreet death for you, worthy of your uncle's court. A little poison, and our troublesome diplomat would have been out of the way. But since you leave us with no choice, finish them. It'll be a real pleasure.
Finally, our revenge has come.
Все. Не выйдет. Не сегодня, пацаны. Сегодня арестовываю только я. Хотя нет, сегодня я даже не арестовываю. Сегодня всем посмертное прописывается.
No, no, no! Why did you have to stick your nose in our business?
If you had not been so careless, so eager to get rich and climb to the top, maybe we would never have discovered your operations. Surrender, Alexander. Unless you prefer Egon.
Let me go! I could make you rich.
I doubt that the commander would find that arrangement acceptable.
Wretches!
I've been waiting to put this pathetic scoundrel in a hole for a long time. May I?
Да я бы его прям тут пристрелил. Я в него верил, а он тварь.
Your Excellency, Lieutenant Alexander was court-martialed
Ну прекрасно.
and will soon be executed.
Жалко не
You have
покажут.
my gratitude, Your Excellency. Without you, this assassin would have probably strangled me in prison.
Manfred gave me all the evidence you gathered and told me about the case. I'm just sorry he didn't tell me about it sooner.
My apologies, Commander. But you've been so busy since starting your new position. I never thought the case would be so big.
Be that as it may, the high-ranking culprits have been punished, and the foot soldiers will be sent back to the continent. A few months on the front should bring them back to reality. We owe you so much, Your Excellency. Without you, the Guard would probably be nothing more than a band of brigands. I am extremely grateful. I will not forget what you did for us.
Don't mention it, Commander.
Все ради союзников. Выполнить 20 дополнительных заданий. Ну, слава нам, слава эмиссару Содружества. Только теперь казармы какие-то пустые. Да ничего, да не может мне помочь, да, мне выйти из заведения. Постоянно в нем плутаю. Почему меня сюда закрывает? Я хочу выйти. Шикарно. Блин, это не выход. Господи, какой кошмар. Все, я ухожу. Давайте левел ап. Мы там, кажется, уровень получали. Да. Ну все, последнее. Оп, ветки. Разведка боем. Открыть все разведывательные навыки. Все. Разведывательные навыки все открыты. Что ж, на этом я предлагаю эту серию закончить. Уже тем более время поджимает нас. Мы выяснили, кто такой Эгон, разобрались с этим расследованием, закрыли дело. Увидимся в следующей серии. Спасибо тем, кто смотрел. Всем пока. Дальше будет, наверное, main квест, потому что допы пока что вроде бы как закончились. Всем пока.